tonight's dinner we'll be having gray trout and a lemon butter wine sauce with some garlic herb potatoes, some cream of corn, some asparagus, and for dessert we're going to finish it off with a beautiful peach dump cake and maybe a little sweet treats ice cream.
Tell you when you switch it up.
Yes. Flip him in there. Good dang. Man, what a monster. Good job, Xavier.
Hey guys, One Body Fishing here. We wanted to show you what to do with the catch. We caught a bunch of whiting and gray trout and bluefish. It was an amazing day. We weren't expecting this because the weather was not ideal, but we made the best of the situation and came back with a haul. And so what we want to show you today, we've shown you how to pan sear, we've shown you different forms of fish. We want to show you how to make a sauce today. We're making a Carrabba's Copycat lemon wine butter sauce. And so follow along with us. Let me show you how to make that sauce. All right, so the first thing you do is take a tablespoon of butter and go ahead and let it start melting. While it's melting, we're going to get our minced garlic out. Now, this recipe calls for onion. But some of our team members are allergic to onion, so we will be using minced garlic only today. The onion adds flavor, but if you can't eat onion, you can't eat garlic, you can use one or the other. It's still very tasty. So the first thing you gotta do, let your butter melt on medium-high heat. Once it's melted, we'll saute the minced garlic, and then we'll take it from there. All right, so our butter is melted, it's nice and hot. We're using minced garlic. For most minced garlic, a teaspoon is a clove. This recipe calls for 2 cloves. If we were using onion, you'd be sauteing both the garlic and the onion together for about 3 minutes until the onion was translucent. We're going to saute this until the odor is released, the garlic is browned, and then we'll go to the next step from there.
Alright guys, for dessert today, we're going to do something super simple but super delicious. So what we're going to have today is a peach dump cake. Simple ingredients. You'll have 2 cans of peaches in heavy syrup. You'll have 1 bag of yellow cake mix, some cinnamon, and a couple sticks of butter. So what I've done before is I've pre-cut my butter into about 1/8 to 1/4 inch pieces. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to take your yellow cake mix, you're going to dump that in a bowl. And then you're going to take a tablespoon of cinnamon, a big heaping, and dump it right in the top. And you're going to stir that all up together. Like so. Once you got that, it gets so simple from here. You're going to drain 1 can of your peaches where it's just the peaches. You're going to dump it in. You're going to take the second can of peaches with the syrup and dump it in. You're going to evenly level that across the bottom. Once you have that, this is where it gets tough. You're going to take a dry cake mix and you're going to sprinkle it across the top of the whole thing. And once you got that, kind of level it off. This is the real hard part. And then you're going to take your butter. This is a hands-on experience here. And you're going to put your butter on there evenly across the top. Once you have this, you're going to set your oven to 400. And you're going to bake this dessert on 400 for 30 minutes till an hour, until the top is golden brown, and it's done. It's that simple. So let's take a peek at our peach dessert. Oh yeah, that's what
Our minced garlic now is nice and brown, very fragrant. And so what we're going to do is combine it together so it's ready to go. It's 1/3 cup of white wine and 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. You're going to pour that into the pan. That's going to help deglaze what's already in there. We're going to bring this to a boil and then let it reduce down to about 1/4 cup. So it's going to take a little bit, but once that's there, we'll go to our next step. So stay tuned.
All right, guys, for the other side, we're going to have roasted red potatoes. So what I've done is I've already cubed these into even cubes. And the reason you want to evenly cube those is so that when you put them in the oven, they cook all at the same time. You don't have little pieces or really large pieces because they'll unevenly cook. So you want them as even as you can get them. So what you're going to do is you're going to put those on the pan and spread them out as even as you can. And you may have to use a couple pans if you need it, but you don't have to. So once you get those evenly spread, we're going to take our olive oil and put some olive oil all over them. And then we're going to go in with our secret ingredient, some Old Bay garlic and herb seasoning, and we're just going to sprinkle that over the whole potatoes. And then we're going to pop those in the oven for 400 for 30 minutes or until they're done. All right, there you go.
Our wine and lemon juice has reduced down, and so now we have turned it to low, and we've added 3 tablespoons of butter. The secret with this sauce is to go slow. So we got to keep it low, and you slowly melt 3 tablespoons at a time. Your total butter usage for the entire recipe is 12 tablespoons. So your very last bit will be a 2 portion, but you're going to go slow, and once that's completely melted over low, add your next bit until it all comes together. And that's it. Carrabba's Copycat lemon wine butter garlic sauce.
All right, it's been 45 minutes. Our dessert is beautifully cooked. Time to take it out of the oven. We're going to set that and let it rest and cool down just a little bit. And there you have it. It's that simple and delicious.
Right here. The guys are upstairs doing their champagne meal. We're going to keep it simple out here. A little deep fry. So all I like to do, I come up to about 300, just shy of 350, and then throw them in. Man, look at that. Got a little trout and a little bluefish. A lot of people say they don't like blues, but man, I love them in the deep fry. They're so good. There's not too much you can't cook in a deep fryer. It's not good. And when those things start floating to the top, we'll get them out. It's that easy, that quick.